So hello everyone. I'm here with Lesanne from South Africa, and we will have a conversation about our upcoming spring retreat. And I would love for you to meet Lesanne, because if you've been following me in Songdance for a while, I'm so happy that I can introduce you to some new people once in a while, and that is Lesanne today. And Lesanne is someone who is really deep into my heart. We met in South Africa over a couple of times, and there was immediately this connection, and the whole story of how the retreat came about, and the alignment is really, really strong. So I can't wait to start this conversation with Lesanne and give you the opportunity to meet her and to feel whether our spring retreat is something for you. So a warm welcome, everyone. And with this, a warm welcome to you. Hi, Lesanne.
Hi, thank you. What a beautiful welcome.
Thank you. So, Lesanne, how are you in this moment?
In this moment, I am getting ready to come overseas to Europe. So I'm busy packing. I'm excited. I'm so looking forward to this opportunity to be there. And a little bit in flux, but I think that's part of the energies of the times we are in. And happy to be here with you.
Me too.
How are you?
I'm good, very good. Just started a new course on somatic vocal healing, and so many new people with, their life story, their experiences, and I'm so excited that, this work can now come to them and they can start feeling the benefits. Yesterday already were such beautiful moments during the first Q&A session of people that already said, I had this for so many years, and now I make the sound for it and it's starting to shift. So that really makes me so happy. Yeah.
I really do know from experience the power of that. Yes. Sorry, yes, I interrupted you.
No worries. Did you ever do already some work in Europe before?
Yes, I used to work in London a lot. And I work with a lot of clients based around Europe and America, but mostly that's online. And I came out last year in November to do a little bit of work, but it's been a long time since I've been to Europe, except for last November. Before that, it had been decades. And so I'm really excited to be returning. I'm excited to be there in person with people, and I'm particularly excited about coming across to Belgium, to the Ardennes, to this beautiful castle. The idea of being in a castle built in, I think it's 974. The idea of, I know it's been upgraded since then, but the history, the sense of being in a space surrounded by the trees and the lake and the holding space of that feels to me like something that's very much needed. I feel a longing to get there. So I'm really looking forward to being in that space together with you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, me too, absolutely. So what is the kind of work you usually do with people, and how does it translate to what you're going to do during the retreat?
Okay. So for a long time, I have worked on many levels. I've always worked with people. My focus is on transformation, on working with leadership, self-leadership, people dynamics, dealing with change. I am always looking to find the sweetness in us that helps us resource for the big works that we need to do. I believe that all of us have a really strong sense of who we are and what we need to do, but that has been lost a lot. And so a lot of my work is about reminding individuals and teams, usually, about who they are and why they're there and what they're needing to do. I also do deep shamanic work, and I work with big medicine. So what I'm really looking forward to doing in this work with you is, because my natural way of sensing and of pattern reading is very much about resonance for me. I love the idea of this blending of resonance and sound, because my experience of being with you previously is that when you are working with those vocal somatics, I am sensing resonances are at the same time. I'm feeling patterns, and I'm really hoping that this will be a wonderful opportunity to support people to soften into a deepening and to perhaps look at the mythologies that they have around their lives, we all have around our lives, and finding ways to make those more evolutionary, finding ways to come deeper into our hearts and connect more deeply. But also, because I have been facilitating and working with people all my life, I've always been in development, I've always been in healing, coaching, mentoring, facilitation. When I say always, it feels like always, it's been a long time. I really hope that people will feel safe and able to turn up to this work that we're doing together and bring whatever is in their hearts, whatever is there for them right now, because I feel that between us, we have the capacity to hold that space really safely and to help people to ease into what they need and what they're looking for. So that's a very long way of saying I'm always work with people. My focus is often leadership and change. And this is exactly that focus, only just so much more deep. It's much deeper than I sometimes do in my day-to-day work.
Yeah, well, your day-to-day work is mostly with leaders in companies, correct? Like in
Yes,
teams.
yes.
But a big portion of your heart goes out to, everyone and working with everyday people, wherever they come from, whatever their background is. We're going to gather with a lovely group in the Ardennes for people who really long to reconnect with that source, with their essence, with that source of pure love, with their heart energy. To be in a group of people who you don't necessarily have a story or a history with, which makes it a little bit more easy to come into a peaceful, harmonious, loving relationship with. So we can really practice unconditional love together, sing the songs of our heart. What is the song of your heart? What's the sound of your heart? What is your heart telling you? We'll engage in constellation work, to see, to look at dynamics, at the different aspects at play, how the heart could maybe be shielded or blocked or burdened, and what elements are there. And then, we have obviously the beautiful environment to support us. You have two teachers. And let's maybe talk a little bit about how it came together that we do this collaboration, because it's actually rather rare. I collaborate with people. I have very limited collaborations going on. I really wait. I really wait until I truly feel a yes to enter into the collaborative space. And with you, it was beyond a yes. It was just obvious. Like the moment we met during a Songdance retreat in South Africa, I think you attended 2 or 3 of them. And that was just immediately, a big resonance. I think that's the right word. And then ever since we started, thinking about this retreat, the whole way of communication, every single time, not just once, but every single time you or I would send a message, the other one would right before send a message. This is something that happens to you if you're watching this video, also maybe with good friends, that, you think about the person and they're calling you. Well, this just happened every time with us, but not just the fact that, the other one sends the message, but also the content of the message was exactly the topic we wanted to communicate about. We were both feeling into, including this very idea to do another live moment for people to be able to feel you and feel into this retreat coming in May. And the fact that you're in South Africa and you're in Europe is a beautiful opportunity for people to enjoy this collaborative space.
I think it's such a lovely opportunity, and I think there's so many things about this that make it quite unique. That energy that you talk about between the two of us, I think that is going to be such a rich field for us to work together in and for people to come into, because not only Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere, masculine, feminine, different life stages, different ways of being, we also have a real synergy in how we respect and understand the work that we're doing. And there's something in the trust that I feel about our capacity to hold space together. And I have a sense of, Jacob, your energy, it's this pristine quality. And for those of you that are watching that haven't worked with Jacob, those that have worked with him, I know you know this. But Jacob has a way of getting to the root of something with such specificity. And it is so clean and so pure that it can enable really profound, instantaneous responses. And I have such respect for that. And I know that I have the capacity to hold the space so that as you go through that transformation, there might be stages or times in that where you need to story that or to feel it through or to work it into a different embodied way. And I can be there for that. I can sit with big medicine. I can sit for, as can Jacob. And so I think this masculine feminine dynamic of one of us holding space and one of us activating the changes and the transformation will be a really powerful place, because it makes it really safe. It means that you can be brave, and heart is about courage. And to come and do this work in a very intentional way, and to feel safe to play, to have courage, to explore, to soften, to deepen. I just think that's the dynamic that exists between the two of us, and our shared understanding will really hold space for that beautifully. I just feel that that's a real gift for me to be part of. And I think it'll be a wonderful experience to be in that group.
I agree wholeheartedly. You mentioned a few times the word shamanic work, big medicine. Could you say a few things about what is big medicine?
Okay. So for me, big medicine is the life experiences that really call us to make significant changes. And big medicine is the capacity, big medicine is that force that moves through us, the shocks, the traumas, the doorways, the life changes, the intensities, the emotions, the dramas of being in a body, in a life that sometimes happen to us. And shamanic work is about being able to be present with deep respect for what is happening and with deep honor for all that is in that experience. And to be able to sit with deep medicine is to be able to be present to it and allow it to do the healing work that it needs to do. And I think that we're in a time where this is very important. I think we need our voices now more than ever, for ourselves, for our world. I think we're being called to think very deeply about who we are, who we love, how we are in relationship. And in order to do that meaningfully and with big medicine, so in other words, so that it has impact and influence in our lives, we need to bring our hearts into it. And we need to find that connection between our voices and our hearts so that we can live into what life is asking of us now.
Beautiful words, Lesanne. Thank you so much. And if you're still watching this video, it means maybe a string has been touched. And let me just, maybe a string has been touched and you want to look into attending our Home is Heart retreat. It's 16 to 18 of May in the Belgian Ardennes. There's people coming from all over Europe, and it's going to be absolutely a beautiful, deep experience. So if you're interested, the link is in the description below of the video, or songdance.co/home-is-heart. So with this, I thank you so much. Thank you, Lesanne. Thank you for tuning in, and see you at another time. Bye-bye, everyone.